We at Autofocus believe in the importance of true driving pleasure. Thus, we are naturally excited when a car manufacturer invites us on test drives which allow us to whet this natural need for speed. One such test drive happened not too long ago, and suffice it to say, we were not disappointed. Ladies and gentlemen, allow us to give you an inside look at the all-new Lexus IS 350.
Held recently at the Clark International Speedway, the dynamic test drive hosted by Lexus Manila unveiled the all-new IS 350. Boasting an all-new 3.5-liter V6 engine, the new multi-link suspension, 8-speed sport direct shift transmission, and drive mode select, a bold new design with the Lexus signature spindle grille and separated LED daytime running lights, this is one car that truly seeks to shake up the market. But while numbers and innovations may look good on paper, the executives of Lexus and Toyota were surely eager to jump at the opportunity to boast a little about their new car. And why not? It's really a car worth talking about.
We're very excited about it. That's being introduced in the Philippines. We've got two models that we're introducing here. We've got the IS 350 and the IS 350 F Sport, which is what you see here. And these are both two completely new models in the Philippines because the previous model was the IS 300, a 3-liter engine, whereas this is a 3.5-liter V6 engine. This car is really about being fun to drive. It's really going to be something that the customers will enjoy. There was a lot of engineering work that went behind making sure a lot of technology was put in place. The platform has been revised, and it's all in the aim of getting the driver, he or she will have a much better, passionate feeling when he drives or she drives the car. This is the first time that Lexus is coming out with a car that is, we feel, has raised the bar. Not just for Lexus, but we are very confident that we'll be able to compete with our competitors in this segment as well. I'd like to invite all Filipinos who love cars and love being driven in a beautiful car to come over to Lexus Manila in Global City to check out the all-new IS 350 and IS 350 F Sport. It's gonna give you a fun drive.
I'm jealous of the Philippines for one reason, and they're the only ones that get the IS 350 in the entire region. This car, when you drive it, you'll know what separates it from the other cars. The precision of it in terms of driving dynamics, the way that, you know, when you turn in versus a lot of the other cars, it's a pretty direct statement. The interior is much more modern, much more progressive. It's not a throwback interior the way some of our competitors are. Also, the exterior styling, it's much more expressive. I think it does a better job than some of the other cars would do at saying on behalf of the driver, hey, I'm a successful person, I'm young, I'm enthusiastic, I'm on my way up, versus somebody who might buy a car which basically says, I'm successful but boring. If you want to get the most fun to drive sports sedan in the market today, with an experience, a luxury experience beyond what anybody else offers, this is the car for you.
This car, as I've said in my previous speech, it has the features of the GS, the ISF model, and the LFA. So this is really a small car packed with so much power. With the introduction of the new IS 350, we are confident, or we're hopeful that we'll be able to increase our market share in that category. Definitely, it will help us boost our sales. Please drop by Lexus Manila anytime after June 11 and see for yourself the beauty of this new product offering of Lexus. You'll be surprised and you'll be amazed. Thank you so much.
It's a sporty ride. It's a very powerful engine. It has the signature of Lexus features, being quiet and being smooth inside. But at the same time, it has the features of the advanced LFA inside. I also see some of the characteristics of the GS inside, and so it's a great value for money for an IS 350 base model and even the F Sport model.
Before you arrive here, I driven, probably for 5 rounds. It was very exciting. you see, very powerful new 3.5 liter engine V6 with more than 300 horsepower, and steering is very, very responsive, and exhaust sound really fantastic.
While the earlier parts of the day were dedicated to speeches, product descriptions, and other briefing notes, the Lexus team was quick to wrap things up and get the participants on the track to experience the new IS350. Everyone on the day got to test the IS350 around the track, relishing in the great balance of the car between speed and handling. The car was put to its paces around the entire speedway and in special slalom and parking sections, which highlighted not only the innovations in handling and suspension, but also the car's new creature comforts such as the parking assist function. To up the ante, Lexus rented two other cars in from the same segment, a BMW 3 Series and a Mercedes-Benz C-Class, to compare the difference with their products. This is not the Lexus IS that we have all come to know. In a nutshell, it is by far the best iteration of the IS variant to date. Let's hear some of the testimonials given by some of those fortunate enough to participate in the day's events.
Not disappointed with Lexus as usual. It came out with a very, very good product this time. The F Sport is pretty spectacular. It runs real fast. The sporty configuration of the car is pretty well done. It handles pretty tight on the curves, pretty fast on the straights, and the comfort ride is still there even if it's in sports configuration.
Well, it's got more power, more stability on the track. In short, mas nag-enjoy ako sa IS350. Not to mention the F Sport. I got to drive all, even the other brands, and what I can say is I'm really impressed with the IS350 and the F Sport.
They brought two competitor cars just so we can see how much the IS has really changed from one generation to another. And given their pricing between 2.5 million and 3 million, there is no doubt that it's going to be a big hit in the entry-level luxury and sports sedan segment.
I particularly like the interiors of the IS 350F Sport. It's red leather seats with red stitching, and I like the throaty sound of the engine when you floor the accelerator. It's sporty yet soft, comfortable. That's what I like about the car.
As we see now, I think everybody's having fun, everybody's having a good time, and that's it.
The Lexus team also spared no expenses with flying in professional race car driver and champion Yoshihiro Kataoka to come in and do hot laps with eager passengers inside the IS350. And while that was a treat, it didn't end there. Another special appearance was made by special Lexus family member, the LFA. Needless to say, the participants were truly impressed by the car, and it's safe to assume that they all went home happy campers that day. The event culminated with a fellowship night with a sumptuous dinner and some drinks. The steak was pretty good, but definitely not as good as it felt to drive around in the all-new Lexus IS350.
We must say thank you once again to Lexus Manila for hosting a truly enjoyable event and for satiating our need for speed. Congratulations once again on the special media launch of the new IS350. Our only wish is for more people to experience this exceptional vehicle the way we did.